Welcome everyone. This is Vasi, aka Sniffer Puff, and today we have Vivorved from Velocity Gaming, and his team Velocity Gaming defeated many professional esport teams in South Asia. Pretty much all our neighbors, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, you name them, they probably would have beat them. So, how are you, Vibhor?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm absolutely fantastic. Thank you for asking. Uh, Velocity Gaming, we know about it. All of us Indian esport players, especially the people from Valorant, know about Velocity Gaming, and we know about Vibhor. So they did got the second spot, so close. They was pretty much close. It was a good fight, and they went second spot in VCC Valorant Conquer Championship on 29th of August 2021. But the same month, they won Esport Gauntlet, Esport Club Gauntlet, and that's a big win for them. He is young, he is talented, and we all looking up to him. So Vibhor, first question for you. So when did you thought you want to be an esport player, and what did tick you? Like, how did it come up that you wanted to become the esport player and like want to play professional?
So I did not plan anything that I want to become an esports player or anything like that. I just kept on playing the games. I just always focused on improving myself, and the opportunities came my way, and I always tried to take the best out of them, and I think everything turned out good, and today I'm an esports player. So yeah, that's it.
Everything came out pretty fantastic because we all know who Vibhor is. And it's exciting to know that how Vibhor perspective towards esport. Ved, what was your first game and what was your age when you started playing that first game?
First game that I would have played would be, I think, Clash of Clans. I used to play it on my mom's phone when I was when I was in my school days, when I was in my 9th or 10th grade. And then I soon found out about the internet cafes that were around me, near my place. So I started going there and I started playing Counter-Strike 1.6 Condition Zero. Then I pestered my mom to get me. I had a PC at home, but I pestered my mom to get me the original Counter-Strike, that CD key copy thing that you buy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got it, and then I just started playing 1.6 and Condition Zero. I also had CSGO at that time, but my PC was not good enough to support CSGO.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a good PC in 2017. So only then I could play, like, really grind the game, or else I had to go to internet cafes all the time and try to get better at the game.
What was your age, Vibhor?
My age would be like 13 or 14 when I first started playing Counter-Strike 1.6.
Okay, nice to know that. So, Vaibhav, this is for all of us, and we want to know because every gamer knows this is like one of the most important things for them. It's either happened to us or it don't, and that's kind of really tough situations for all Indian gamers, right? All around, like around countries around India, because our parents are not that supportive of finding a career in esports. You know that, right? So I want to know, was your family supportive enough to support you to get into, like, to help you to get into the esport and like things that comes with it? So I want to know, when you started this, how did it went?
So first, when I started playing CSGO professionally, my parents were not that supportive of me, because I don't blame them, because the scene was not that big. You had to be really good at the game to make a living out of it. So yeah, they did not support me at first. But when Valorant came, there were a lot more opportunities there. There were a lot more players playing the game. There was a huge jump in the viewership of the esports scenario in India. So yeah, at that time, my parents started supporting me. My mom was like, "Okay, you can try it. You can try this for like 1 or 2 years," because anyways, I was in my college, and like I did not have to do a lot of college work. So yeah, I just started, like, my parents started supporting me at that time.
So, so it's tough for all of us because we don't get a lot of, so especially let me talk about myself. It was so tough, trust me. I was an Xbox player, and it was really tough. Like, people come and go into your house, like it'd be like your relatives came in, all right? They jump in your room, and they couldn't cope up with it, and they just go to my mom or my father and just like, pinch them, right? like what is your kid doing? Right? Why is he not
Yeah.
studying? And like, so it was pretty tough for me.
Same
So
story in like everyone's house.
yeah, same story, everyone's house. So like they are people who they're like their parents are so supportive that you can't imagine. Like they just support their kids for everything because this is like let my kid do whatever he wants instead of whatever we want, right? So
Yeah.
let's skip the questions. Let's go something in softer stuff. So let me ask you, Igor, what is your favorite food? One of the favorite foods.
Mm, I really like pani puri and pizzas.
Okay.
Like those are like two of my go-to things. And also chicken shawarma.
Chicken shawarma, yeah, that's my favorite too. Next question to you, Vibhor, is what made you pursue Valorant as a professional game? There are many other games. There are even FPS game that you can go professional. But what made you play Valorant on a professional level or trying to pursue the career in Valorant?
So I chose Valorant because the game's mechanics and the game's like the tactical approach was pretty similar to CS. Just the abilities were different, and plus the developer of the game was Riot Games, and we have all seen how huge the League of Legends tournaments are, the viewership, the stadiums and everything. They are like so well built and so well organized, those tournaments, that like they are one to watch for. So one of the main reasons was that I was hoping like tournaments like these will happen in India soon. So that's why I chose Valorant.
Okay, that's and we know about that Dota tournaments. They got the craziest amount of prize money. You know that, and it's like when you hear about them, you for like for a guy who doesn't like when this tournament happened, when you hear about the prize pool and you just go, what? Really that much amount of money is just insane. Like, so yeah, and it's a right game. So I mean, we pretty much expect same thing. So another question to you: do you think will Valorant reach more and grow more in India by the time passes?
Yes, definitely. Valorant, not esports in general is booming in India right now. There are a lot of games coming up: PUBG Mobile, Free Fire, Valorant. There are rumors about Valorant Mobile also coming out. So esports is definitely going to grow in India, and with esports, we all can hope that Valorant is also going to grow.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, but because like I think Valorant is going supremely. Like it's going fantastic. Like pretty much like India adopted Valorant. They pretty much skipped. We were CS:GO players, right? Like India just was grinding CS:GO because we had the requirement a little less, and you know how it is. Just why our mobile esport is like one of the top, right? Because it's a requirement. We have requirements are less, and that's why Valorant have a little less more requirement than CS:GO, of course, but it's still like booming pretty good, and I really like that. Another question to you, Vibhor, like right after a match, an important match, even a league match or tournament match is about to happen. So how is your team warm up? How do you all do that?
We don't have like any team warm up. We all just do our individual practice. Like I'll tell you what I do individually before a game.
Yeah.
I just try to like get the feel of my mouse. I just try to play like 10 or 15 minutes of range. I don't really like to do deathmatch, so I avoid that. I just play 10-15 minutes in the range, and then I just listen to some of the songs that help me calm my nerves down and help me get in the right zone mentally for the game.
So can I
So
ask
I
you?
just do this.
Okay, can I ask you what kind of song? Are the songs are energetic or they mellow you down? Do you hear songs? Because there's two type of people. Some of people right before the performance, right? They want to hear something energetic, right? But there are some people who want to calm their nerves down. They want to hear something soothing. So what kind of music do you hear before that?
I mean, I don't hear like any particular kind of music. I just like play whatever I feel like listening to from my playlist at that moment of time. It's mostly like something along the lines of I can say energetic only.
Energetic only. Yeah. So you are like.
Yeah.
So we are like similar. I like to like before there's some big coming up for me, and the day I'm feeling like I stream every day, right? So say like every day 6 hours. So there's some of the days I was like really tired and I don't want to do this, and I just go look into something that like songs and like that. So I do that too, get the energy back. This is the next question for you. I want to know about what do you think about our esport community, right? How supportive they are, and what are their engagement towards, and what are the helping methods for them to get a player to become a pro player, all right? Because you've been there and done that, right? You become a pro player. Now we want to know, guys like us, if you want to go pro. So how supportive is our community? How much they help us to become what you have become, a pro player?
I think there are a lot of opportunities. If you're really good, you can definitely make it as a professional player, because there are a lot of there are at least 10 different tournaments every month happening. So if you want to become a professional player, you just have to register in those tournaments. You have to play those tournaments. You have to play well. Even if you don't win, but if you play well, some good team might notice you, and slowly you might climb up the ladder. So yeah, that's the way. And I think there are a lot of opportunities. The community is doing really good to bring up new players, because there are so many players from CS:GO. Like I was also like a tier 2 player in India in CS:GO, but opportunities came towards me in Valorant, and that's why I'm here right now. And there are a lot of players like me also who are I played with so many players. EXO esports. There's a player called Wimp in EXO esports.
Yeah.
There are players Vexy in Enigma esports. So I used to play with all of these guys in CS:GO. They were all my teammates, but now they're on the top of the Indian Valorant scene. So yeah.
And you are too. Don't count yourself out.
Yeah.
And next question to you: what are your views on global esport, right? And what do you think? How capable are they in, and how they're going to perform in LCQ?
I think they're really capable of defeating some of the they definitely have the potential to upset some of those teams, because us and global esports are always pretty much evenly matched always. So yeah, I think global esports has a really good chance, and even if they don't win, I hope they do some damage there, because that might help that Riot might notice our scene, and they might provide us more slots. So yeah, all the best to global esports, and I hope they do really well there.
That was my next question. It was off script. I want to know your views about the spot that we have. Just one spot. So Vibhor, I want to know that we only have one spot. We only have one chance. So what do you think? That is it less that we should get more spot? We have more talent, and do you think is it good enough for right now?
I don't think it's good enough for right now, but I think it's we can work with it, because even if we have only one slot, we just have to prove our mettle in the international scene. We just have to prove that we are good enough to compete against the best teams of Southeast Asia, and we have to on that slot. But if we are not able to do really well against the international teams, we might end up with having only one slot. So yeah, I think we just have to do well against international teams, and we'll get more slots. We'll get what we deserve soon. So
we are waiting for it.
Much.
Yeah. So you are.
Don't worry about it much.
Yeah. So we are cheering for a global esport, and we want them to feel the pressure from us. And who do you think is gonna win VCT?
The VCT Masters, the one happening in December.
Yes.
I really can't guess who is gonna win, because there are a lot of good teams there. There are Sentinels, there is Gambit, there is Envy. Even 100 teams in the roster change now.
Yeah, and I think they dropped Steel.
A lot of teams haven't been decided yet. A team from SCA will qualify now from the LCQ. A Korean team will go. A North American team will go. So I think it's going to be pretty evenly matched up. And as I say always on my streams, that Valorant is pretty random. So if it's your day, you're gonna win, and if it's not your day, you're not gonna. Poojan FNS Mehta, the player from NV, he said once that Valorant is a very punishing game. If it's your day, you're gonna win the tournament. But if it's not, you're just gonna go out in the first round of the tournament. So that's how it is. That's how I feel like it is.
You know the result of Berlin, right? Did that surprise you? Or that was just normal that two so big team just lost in that manner? And the outcome, like I'm talking about Sentinel and 100 Thieves, right? And the outcome we got, did you expected that? Was that a little bit shocking for you or not?
I was not really shocked because I thought Sentinels were gonna lose this time because I think people like finally figured out how they play, what their game is. So I thought Sentinels were gonna lose, and like I do not think 100 Thieves were really that good in this Berlin tournament. So yeah, I think I was not really surprised with those results. And I expected Gambit to go up till the quarterfinals or semi-finals, but I did not expect Gambit to win the whole thing. So yeah,
I mean,
that was one thing that I was shocked in.
I mean, they outperformed themselves. Like, wow, the way they played was just absolute pure domination from them. Like, I was like not expecting that either. Like, I'm watching it and I was like, wow, are they actually doing this like in this way? Like, we talked about Sentinels like these, right? They did that with all the teams, and Gambit just out of nowhere just did that to
So many young players.
yeah, so many young players. I mean, young guns, like they are firing full potentials right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, here's a personal question for you. I want to know what comes from your heart, right? Like I want to know the feeling that you had. So VLT versus XLE, all right? That 6-1 clutch, all right? That ace. I saw it, we all saw it, we all know it. And those beautiful shot, double door, first shot right through the door, people coming in, you slaying them down, keep on going, and you had your momentum, you had your energy, and you just went through it with that beautiful, beautiful ace, Vibhor. And it was amazing.
नहीं करा है, but right now Vibhor will of course spot out missile on that wooden doors.
This was a good one. Second one might just be coming in. एक और पिक Vibhor के लिए आता हुआ 72 एचपी की बची. इनको पता प्रो से यूटिलिटीज पर खेलना पड़ेगा. तीसरा पिक जाता हुआ स्पाइक इनकी नजरों में है. मिड से जाना एक खराब डिसीजन बन गया है एक्सीडी के प्लेयर्स के लिए. आप सोचिए चौथा पिक is this gonna be ace? Vibhor. Is he gonna show it? Is he gonna show it? Just waiting. उनको पता है कि पिलर के पीछे प्लेयर्स हैं. उनको सारी बाउंड्रीज यहाँ पर दी जा चुकी है. उन्हीं को हील दिया जा रहा है. He goes for it. Ace coming up.
I want to know what were you feeling and how confident you were at that time.
I mean, that was the first match of like the entire tournament, so we were all feeling pretty confident because we all wanted to win that tournament. So we were all playing, like we were all in the zone. We were all playing for the win. So yeah, I was pretty confident going into that matchup. And that round, I just got lucky. They were like coming through my spit. They were all coming one by one. They did not have good guns. They had like sheriffs and shit like that. So yeah, I was like able to kill them just because of that and nothing else.
I mean, you're just being too modest at this point, even though we know. Yes, you are being too modest. I saw the clip. You played pretty good. Yeah, even though they have sheriff, but you all are pro players. We know how you can just turn a sheriff into a sniper rifle, right? So, thank you for answering that. So another question to you: what are your views on Riot giving extra slot to Korean and Japanese team, right?
I think the Korean teams deserve it because there are a lot of good teams in Korea. I've watched like many Korean teams who play insanely well. They all have the different play styles. They all have the different plays. But I don't really feel that Japanese teams are that competitive right now in the national scene. I think we are pretty much at par with the Japanese teams. So I think Japanese teams do not deserve 3 slots right now. But I think in the future they might. Teams like Crazy Raccoon and Zara Division are definitely like up there. They're one of the best Southeast Asian teams. But I think the other teams from Japan still need to get on their level.
motivating at the same time. We are in intense situation. Right? Being trying to support the whole team with it, like showing them that he himself is so calm, and we should all stick together and make a good strategy and go through it and punch it out.
Yeah.
We all want to know what kind of movies you like. Like, what is your top, let's see, top 3 movies that you really like and you want to watch them again and again. It's not like that you watched one time. You want to watch them. You want to watch them again and again.
So the movie that I really like is there's a movie called Nightcrawler.
By
That
Jack
by
Gyllenhaal.
yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal. Yes, that's the movie that I really like. Then there's this movie called Predestination. If you
Damn, actor name is Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke, yes.
Oh, that's my top favorite movie. Like literally. Okay, I'm so sorry to cutting you out right there. All right, that's one of my, like, I've watched that movie so many times, and that's like on the top of the list. Like there, people have people have Inception and everything, but Predestination for me is just the top. Let me be a nerdy about you. First time she said "when I was a girl," that was like literally
Goosebumps.
goosebumps, dude. I've heard that, like, damn, I've never heard anybody saying that movie.
All right. So start at the beginning. When I was a little girl. What?
See, like Sarah, you know the actress named Sarah. I've seen that movie so many times that I'm mind blown. The Chicken and the Rooster. So, what is your third favorite movie?
That would be Interstellar.
Interstellar, yeah, of course. Why not? Like, it's a beautiful movie. We all know. Vibhor, we want to know. We know that you're a pretty good Valorant player, and you're learning, and you are pro, and you do clutches, insane clutches. We've seen it, right? But we want to know, if you're not playing Valorant, right? If you're not playing Valorant, what game you would rather be playing?
When I'm not playing Valorant, I play a little bit of F1, a bit of racing, and I also play a little bit of PUBG. But like PUBG on the PC though, not on mobile. I play PUBG on the PC with some of my friends. So yeah, those are the 2 games that I play.
So we were talking to Vibhor, and it was an amazing interview. This guy is phenomenal, and we're gonna be supporting him and his team for the time coming up. All right. So you were watching Wasi, aka Snifafaf, on Contest. Please do follow Vibhor's channel and Vibhor Instagram. Link in the description. Follow me, my YouTube. Link in the description. We both are fellow streamers. So help us and support us, and help Contest to grow so they can bring out more interviews, and so you all can know more about your favorite esport player. I'll catch you all next time, and thank you, Vibhor, for this amazing interview. Any last sentence for your fans? Just want to say anything for your fans before we cut out.
Keep supporting us like you always do. We never lack support because of you guys, and that's what keeps us motivated. So thank you for this.
Bring the support in, guys, more than ever we all need it. Thank you.